south side, north, south, north, south. Now the line that you just saw me walking on is the equator, the 0 degree, the middle of the earth, plus so many other names people can come up with. So this is the monument that it's located pretty much 35 kilometers north of Quito, and you know, it's considered the middle of the world, right? So it was constructed all the way back in 1920s or 30s, but in the meantime it was replaced with an additional, you know, large monument with a 5-ton ball right there on top. I think the other one was made out of wood or something similar, but either way, the controversy regarding this monument, from what I read, is that when the GPS, the modern GPS system came into play, he said, man, actually this monument should be located 241 meters north of it. So, but what happened afterwards? Afterwards, they said the actual equatorial strip is around, you know, 5 kilometers or so. So they said depending on the conditions of the earth, I guess it can range anywhere, you know, plus or minus 5 kilometers. So they call it the equatorial strip, right? Right at the entrance, I'm going to show you guys a little sign with some information and stuff like that. But either way, just thought it was quite interesting, you know, the fact, and you know, so close to Quito, and I said, you know, might as well, even though it's just the invisible line, even though it's just a monument, doesn't have that much significance, but you know, it's pretty cool to just knock down one of the bucket lists, you know, being right at the middle, being right on the equatorial strip. You know, the equator passes through so many countries on, you know, South America, Africa, Asia, and you know, you can say Pacific as well, right? The Pacific Islands, you know, I'm not sure exactly where, but it may get close to you know, some of the countries there. Anyway, let's go and see exactly, you know, what this little complex is all about. And you know, they have a museum, they have a little planetarium, which it's kind of small. I may not go all the way there since it's almost 4 o'clock, and as you can see, guys, there's not that many people around here. You know, one of the trends, I guess, recently is you know, go very early, which is still true. Go very early, but also the second part is, if you don't go very early and the monument or the place that you want to see has a good visibility, and you know, the lighting is quite appropriate, or could be quite appropriate, go close enough to the closing time, right? So definitely very early, or right close to the closing time, if it's not something you can explore, you know, for hours in a row. So anyway, let's check it out. Now the landscape, guys, is quite nice. Check out the mountains right near the monument. You know, it's kind of challenging, the monument, like I don't know, what do you think? Which one's more grand, the monument or the mountains? Now there's also an elevator here that pretty much takes you all the way on top, so you can see a panorama of the landscape around. I'm on this side. Actually, it's really windy, and you guys will probably won't hear me whatsoever if I go on the other side. So I'm just gonna take a little 360. So here's a little close-up of the 5-ton earth that's located at the top of the monument. Can't see very well much. I'm gonna try to move a little bit, but still it looks like it's just like, I don't know, waves, and there's some sort of some shape of a continent, but yeah, you can't tell much. So yeah, guys, in order to get here, it's actually quite simple. From Quito, you can take a bus to La Ofelia, which is around 25 cents, and then from La Ofelia you can take another bus to the complex for another 25 cents. So it's fairly cheap to get here. It's around, like I said, 30-35 kilometers. It might take you you know, an hour and a half, depending on the traffic. You know, it is a public bus. It's quite packed. So you know, it's still money versus time. So yeah, just more scenery from the complex. You know, they have shops. I smell coffee. Well, I always smell coffee some way, somehow. But it's quite colorful, you know, trying to replicate the, you know, the colorfulness of Quito and of Ecuador in general, right? But again, here's the line. It looks like they have the line all throughout the complex, no matter what. You know, it looks like it's going in that building as well, which, you know, it could be quite hilarious. They have monuments everywhere. You know, I'm not sure exactly. It looks like a flower, an orchid. I don't know. So the building that I just showed you is actually a little basilica, a little church here. It's quite fascinating. They put a church right on the equatorial strip. But there's no line inside the church. It pretty much stops. Ooh, that looks nice. South side, north side, south side, north, south, north, south. Yeah, and besides that, you know, they have you know, a nice alley with palm trees. You know, all these bird sculptures. They have these 3 little you know, museums. I guess France, the planetarium in the back. There was Ecuador. You know, they were kind of just, I don't know, just some posters and stuff like that. Nothing worth you know, elaborating on. But there's also a little museum that is dedicated to Quito, and it has a little Quito. Check it out. And as I said earlier, here are the information signs regarding Mitad del Mundo. You know, you can pause it and read it if you want, but this is the one I was telling you guys about. You know, the position constantly moves. You know, things like that. Here's another one. One of the results of the first geodesic mission was the use of the meter to standardize longitude measurements. You know, things like that. There's more information on the back as well. Did you know that due to the geographic location of the middle of the world and the centrifugal force, you will always weigh approximately 1 kilogram less here? So there you go. If you want a weight loss cure, just come to Ecuador. You just get it back when you go home, though. On approximately June 21st each year, the 0 degree position approaches the yellow line that originates at the equatorial movement. So yeah, these are some of the information that you can find just outside of the ticket booth right there. The ticket does cost $5 and pretty much includes everything, which again is just the entrance to the complex. Not sure exactly, no idea what that is. Either way, I don't have time to visit it right now. I gotta catch a bus. May try to get some sunset photos as well. So guys, that was it from Mitad del Mundo, the middle of the world, the equatorial strip north of Quito. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Small episode, but decided to have a little one specifically dedicated to this monument. So till next time, stay grateful and peace.